In Birmingham, there has been over 50 unsolved racially motivated bombings in 17 years before the arrival of Dr. King. Before the King's arrival and campaign through Birmingham, Reverend Shuttlesworth, co-founder of the SCLC and ACMHR, called down Dr. King for support, saying, "Birmingham is where it is at, gentlemen. I assure you, if you come to Birmingham, we will not only gain prestige, but really shake the country. If you win in Birmingham, as Birmingham goes, so goes the nation." Dr. King started his campaign through Birmingham in 1963, starting what became known as Project C, or Project Confrontation, one of the numerous anti-violence protests Dr. King had led, but never in such a segregated city such as Birmingham, a 60-40 white-to-black city, respectively. Soon after the beginning of these protests, Dr. King was arrested on Good Friday, or Easter, by Eugene "Bull" Connor, Alabama's Commissioner of Public Safety. Dr. King's attempts at filling the jails did not work, and as Dr. King wrote his famous "Letter from a Birmingham Jail," a letter or soon-to-be documented speech that was in response to the clergy that had previously published Dr. King's arrival as untimely and should wait for change to happen, Dr. King, in his letter from a Birmingham jail, said that, "I guess it's for those who have never felt the stinging darts of segregation to say wait." Another protest was again used by the SCLC and ACMHR Joint Coalition. This protest, unlike the others, only involved small school children. Eugene "Bull" Connor was forced to use little or no violence whatsoever to arrest these children. This protest did, however, fill up the jails, causing Eugene Connor to resort to more extreme methods. Soon after the jails were filled and protests continued, a protest went violent, and so did Eugene, unleashing the dogs and fire hoses again. This last protest is what finally made the government step into play and get involved in these protests and matters of the Deep South. The event was picked up by the press soon after the start, and with this amount of media attention, it really took off, and as Dr. King said, "Let us all hope that the dark clouds of racial prejudice will soon pass away, and the deep fog of misunderstanding will be lifted from our fear-drenched communities, and in some not-too-distant tomorrow, the radiant stars of love and brotherhood will shine over our great nation with all their scintillating beauty." When he wrote this, he was really saying that he only wanted to see all the hate and blinding anger gone so a man anew can see that we all bleed red, and that doesn't change with the color of our skin. He was also saying that through all this hate, there is always something trying to break through to show you a path or a different perspective that may be or is better than yours. Dr. King started in 1963 on liberating, with the extreme help of the SCLC and ACMHR, Birmingham, Alabama. Soon after, as Shuttleworth had said, "When in Birmingham, as Birmingham goes, so goes the nation." He was right, and after Birmingham fell, protests popped up in every city in the Deep South. The immediate effects were felt. President Kennedy, who had been holding off on civil rights issues, preoccupied with the Cold War, had then voiced his opinion on June 11th. With the president committed to the cause, it was in 1964 that the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was passed, and it was made federal law to be desegregated.